blocking mode. So it's a backup. It's a backup not used. Only when, if I disconnect this wire, then this is going to start forwarding the data. So it's good for doing what? For doing backups. Because this way I know that even I connected, so when you guys connect two wires like this in a switch, you are actually only using one of them. The other one is going to be blocking. All right? And the one that gets blocking is, that's the whole spanning tree chapter, is to see how they work. But, so then, I am still, I mean, it's good, but I'm wasting something, correct? What am I wasting? I'm wasting bandwidth, okay? Because, and ports too. I'm wasting bandwidth because I put two cables, but the data can only go on one. So in the end of that chapter, at the end, you will see that there is ways to load balance the data between the two ports and make the data go on these two lines, and then I will say VLAN 10 can go on this cable, and it will be blocked on this one, and then VLAN 20 can go on this cable and blocked on this one. So I just load balanced on two of them with spanning tree working. Okay? Yeah.
Could you, is there a setting for just send and receive? Like you set one cable to
No.
send?
No. It's either you send receive or you don't. Yeah. That you have no control over. Okay, that's part of the port. Okay. Yeah. Basically, data has to go in and out. And by the way, when this is blocking, it is listening for the spanning tree updates and frames, and it's processing it, but it's just not forwarding real data. Okay, but as soon as it does not hear any more spanning tree updates, then that means something happened to that cable. Then it will turn on the ports and start forwarding. But assume that something happened on the other end. So it's just basically a protocol used to prevent loops when you connect switches together. Okay, and connecting switches together is we always connect switches together for redundancy. I mean, maybe you don't use it in a small business environment, but in an enterprise, you're always going to, not only because of redundancy, but also you can utilize it to double your bandwidth, to increase your bandwidth. So I mean, the access layer levels, you don't have much, but so this is my access layer switches, and I can say, okay, well, my access layer switches are going to go to, I'm going to connect this one here, and then I'm going to connect it also to this one, and then I'm going to connect this one to here, and I'm going to connect it to here too. I'm going to connect these two together like this. This could be the distribution layer, this could be the access layer. And here I created a big time loop, I mean, switch, the data can loop like this, okay, and go out this way, go back here. It could go this way, go out this way, go out this way. So all kinds of loops I'm creating. So I've got to block to break that loop, okay? And the spanning tree protocol is used to do this, and you could see it in their design, how they why redundancy is used. Basically, redundancy used so that if one of the trunks go down, I can always So if I disconnect that cable, I can go always this way to go to the PC. So it's not affected. So it's good to have this type of redundancy, but also this causes big time problems when it comes to broadcast, broadcast storms, multicast, and all kinds of. So the layer. So let's look at layer 2 loops. This is good animation. So PC1 sends a broadcast. Are you guys looking at this? You can, okay. PC1 sends a broadcast to switch 2. Switch 2 updates its MAC address table with PC1's MAC address on port F0/11. So basically what they're saying is that this PC is going to send a broadcast, which is all once, correct? The broadcast means to everybody. It sends it to this switch, and then this switch is going to say, okay, I have this PC with this MAC address connected to my F011. Okay, so the MAC address PC1 F011. Then this broadcast is going to be sent out on all what? On all the ports except F011. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here. S3 Mac I told piece. So when this switch sends the broadcast to all the switches, this switch is going to say that PC1, okay, I learned it from where? From F01, okay? And then this switch 3 says, okay, to reach PC1, I learned it from what? F02. Okay, so this switch says, okay, to reach PC1, I can go through here. And this switch says, to reach PC1, I'm going to go through here. Okay, we're going to see how the loop is going to happen, all right? So let's repeat again. PC1 sends a broadcast to here. This one is going to send it on all the ports here. And then this one is going to update its MAC table, says PC1, I learned it from here. And this one is going to say PC1, I learned it from here. Okay, these two are trunks. Now let's see what is the next step is going to happen. Okay. So now this is what happened when yeah. So now they're going to forward it this way. Switches 3 and it's going to forward the broadcast. Okay. PC1. Sorry, so this one, first it goes this way. Alright, so then this one sends it this way.